After an unlikely shootout hero and Michael Pezzetta scored the game winner for Montreal last night and then delivered one of the best CELLYs of the season, it got me thinking about some of the other great celebrations we've seen in hockey over the years. I've always been a huge fan of a good CELLY, and it's a part of the game that makes hockey one of the best sports on earth, in my opinion. So I went back and gathered some of my favorites and what I think are some of the most iconic and best goal celebrations in NHL history. Starting it off with some honorable mentions, I think a classic and clean CELLY that people will always remember is the good old bow and arrow PK Subban celebration. There have been other variations of this from him, but all of them were really exciting and showed how passionate and fiery he was as a player. Another really good one that we've seen pretty recently is the stick toss CELLY after an overtime winner. Both Jack Hughes and Trevor Zegras pulled this off last season, and I thought it was really cool. Not only is it a confident mic drop type of move, but a lucky fan also gets a souvenir, and a lot of people get some excitement. I think we'll see this again for sure. And the last honorable mention comes from a development camp scrimmage. Alex Tuck pulled a sweet move on a practice shootout and followed it up with an even smoother CELLY. I think a lot of people enjoyed this one. Now moving on to my official top 5, and starting it off at number 5, I've got the electric leg kick celebration from Artemi Panarin. He does this quite a bit, and it's definitely become his signature, but we also saw Connor Bedard do it this year in juniors, and I wouldn't be surprised if we keep seeing other players mimic this impressive and fun move. At number 4, we have one of the funniest but also most electric CELLYs of all time from Nail Yakupov. He ties the game up for the Oilers in the dying seconds, but literally celebrates like he scored the Stanley Cup winning goal in overtime. And it's even funnier considering it was a regular season game in January. Of course, Yakupov would end up going down as one of the biggest busts in NHL history. Still a pretty rockstar celebration if you ask me. For number 3, I've got a similar celebration, but one almost the complete opposite of Yakupov's in terms of the situation. We have the Patrick Kane Heartbreaker CELLY. This one took place in the Western Conference Final to send the Hawks to the Stanley Cup Final, and in double overtime against a really good LA Kings team. Connor Bedard also did this CELLY after an overtime goal in the World Juniors this year, and it's an iconic celebration that we will probably see again in the coming years for sure. For my number 2, I have the legendary Teemu Selanne sniper celebration, which he did after breaking the NHL record for most goals by a rookie. This is an extremely memorable goal CELLY combo for so many hockey fans, and one that'll be remembered forever. Finally, at my number 1 spot, it had to be on here. It's the famous Jaromir Jagr salute. Almost every hockey fan knows about the iconic Jagr salute. He did it after pretty much all the goals he scored. It's also a move that NHL players have paid homage to over the years, and surely will continue to do in the coming years as well. Hopefully I didn't leave out any of your favorite goal celebrations. Be sure to let me know down in the comments what your favorite one is, and which you think is the best CELLY in NHL history. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.